So I wasn't really sure if I should make this video. I mean, whenever you make a video like this, you're essentially hurting your channel. Regardless how you look at it, there are people that like these guys, and they're going to be in my audience. So no matter what, I'm going to lose some subscribers, and there are going to be people that no longer will ever watch my channel. So I'm like, it's probably not a good idea. But then my friend informed me for like $5. It's a little bit more than $5. You can pay this company and they will get 20 people to like your idea. So I paid the $5 and 20 people told me this was a good idea. So here I am. How this all started is I was rolling through YouTube last night and I came across, man, I cannot remember his name. It's like Kodiak Boy and then he's got some number assigned to it. Sorry about that. I was going to insert it so you can see what I was actually talking about, but the video's been taken down. And he was like, hey, I'm going to be on this live chat. We're going to be talking about shills and stuff like that. And that interests me because he's just got this personality where like, hey, I'm doing my own thing. I really don't care about anyone else. This is my thing, which is a very positive personality to have. And he's a very humble guy. Like, I never see him... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, blame his problems on other people or something like that, and I respect that. So anyway, I go over to the live chat, and almost immediately, right out of the gate, it starts devolving into the reason we're not having success on YouTube is because of someone else.
I don't want anything for free. I want to keep
Let's just insert myself in the chat like so.
As much credibility in this platform as we can, and I want to do that by not involving as much money.
I can totally relate with that. There was a point in time where I had that same problem. I'm like, hey, my YouTube channel isn't doing good because the YouTube algorithm. My YouTube channel isn't doing good because so-and-so YouTuber did the same exact view or review as me, and the thing is, it doesn't matter how many people review this product, you're still going to watch multiple videos. That's just the way it works, because you want to get multiple perspectives. Say, for example, I bought this product. Regardless, I'm going to be biased to it. I'm going to be more likely to give it a positive review because I spent my own money on it. And I wouldn't spend my own money on a product I did not believe in. That's just the way it is. And if I did buy a product that I didn't like or did not believe in, I may or may not make a video. Chances are I'm going to throw that product away, or I'm just never going to talk about it because I'm going to be upset that it costed me financially.
When people did reviews, it was stuff that they bought out of their own pocket. They told you whether it sucked or whether it did good, and I continue to do that. I mean, anything I review, I bought.
Oh, like how I flipped the story around on that? No matter how you look at it, credibility and trust from the audience is a commodity. There is nobody, except for, Iraq Veteran 8088, but their channel's just so big, the point of them even doing a review is just stupid. I mean, you might as well just do gun gripes and have fun shooting. Because once you get over a certain point in YouTube, because your inability to engage with the audience falls apart, your connection with the audience leaves. So therefore, a smaller channel like somewhere around 100,000 to 10,000, they engage more interactively with their audience. There are people that can do it way past that point, like Tactical Toolbox. I don't know how he does it, if he's got someone hired that answers comments or whatever, but it creates that bond. So if you're like, hey, this product's super awesome, you should buy it, and you're like Tactical Toolbox and you actually reply to every comment, your turnover rate to a product you can actually sell by saying that is pretty high. Otherwise, once you get over a certain point, you're just not gaining anything, you're actually losing because you can't communicate with the viewers. So anyway, and then they go on. I don't know what their problem is with Nothing Fancy. I mean, yeah, I don't watch his videos, but it's not because he lost credibility with me or anything like that. His thumbnails don't catch me anymore. The point of his channel kind of switched. It used to be like some very good political points, and then he was good at storytelling. And storytelling makes, for me at least, the experience of watching a review better. If a person can tell a good story, I typically like their channel. It's got to have, like, context behind it. So I'm not saying I agree or disagree that his channel should be bigger or smaller, but they're saying that he lost 100% of his credibility. Your credibility is measured in the amount of people that watch your videos. If you lose credibility, like it or not, your views are going to go down. That's just the way it is. That's what you're selling, is your credibility. So if he lost it, he would no longer be able to sell it.
Destroyed the credibility. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but Nothing Fancy is like the king of wrecked credibility.
Then they transition into product placement shaming.
Basically didn't pay for the holster, but I did. I wanted to pay for it. I don't want free shit. I don't ever want shit for free.
What product placement is, say for example, this t-shirt company was like, hey, I want as many eyes on my t-shirt as possible, and I want those eyes to be by people that trust the person that's wearing it. So what they do is they'd send me a bunch of clothes, and they'd have me wear it in front of the camera. And the only stipulation would be like, you know, I need you to wear this or have this Yahtzee cup in frame for 5 videos. It's simple. It's easy. There's no ties. There's no money being exchanged. So I don't really know what their problem is with it. Then Kodiak Boy defended that point.
I think as long as you're honest with your viewers, because they're family members, and I take it a little differently from a lot of different things.
Now see where me and Kodiak Boy differ.
If a reviewer gets something and then it's shit, they need to review it and say that it's shit, because you're not doing anybody any favors by... I've heard people go, well, if it's a piece of shit, I'm just not going to review it. Well, who are you doing any favors for as a reviewer, or who are you being honest to?
If somebody's willing to send me a product, like for example, this company was like, hey, I would like to send you a free product. Check it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I was like, well, since you're willing to take that step and send it to me in free, all out of good faith, because I don't have money invested in this, it would be really hard for me to get extremely angry at it. Basically, if this product doesn't work, I'm either just going to throw it away or send it back. I won't even make a video because I don't care. I didn't use my own money on it. If I would have used my own money, then I would have been that didn't work properly. Then you're more likely to get a negative review. Is that shilling? I don't know. You be the judge of it. The point is I'm not going to try to make companies not want to send me shit. If they want to send me something for free, that's great. I'll check it out. If I like it, I'll make a video. If I don't, I'll just send it back to them. But if I like it and make a video, I'm keeping that product because I like it.
And let me tell you something. You and I, and all y'all people that are here, we can sniff it out because we've all been on both sides of this equation. You can tell when somebody's just shilling, and you can also tell when someone's honest. You have to know that, or you're going to spend your money foolishly.
Exactly. It is stupid obvious when somebody is going out of their way to make a product look good. Like I said, your views and subscribers reflect your credibility. If you don't have credibility, you're not going to get views and subscribers. There's no point in being like, just so everyone knows, you know, I like to do a 100% unbiased video paid for by my own money. This way I can give you a credible response. That should be a given. Because if you don't, your channel's going to fail.
I hear you. I mean, you don't want to misrepresent. That's the biggest thing, man. I mean, if you think there's something wrong and you're doing it wrong, you need to stop. It's like the one video I did about, you know, Atlas with the Nemesis, you know, when you buy a competition pistol for $5,000, you basically, it's like buying a Ferrari to drive around in. And when something goes wrong, you know, you get a little frustrated. So, you know, I've been there, man.
And now we're going to contradict ourselves and say we should do the exact thing we've been preaching about not doing, not putting out a bad review. You need to not misrepresent. I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, if like anything, at least you and I and, well, yeah, let's just leave it at that. I was thinking about Coda Boy, but I'm like, nah, never mind. You and I should be, Dylan should be sending us shit hand over fist.
Oh, you know what? That's great. That is a great point.
Every single Dylan product I have paid for, and proudly, you know what? Because I buy it because it's the shit that works for me.
I don't know what that was, but it seemed pretty damn deliberate. You were intentionally placing yourself above Kodiak Boy. Why? How is that going to make you better? He made a successful channel. You should be talking to him about tips and tricks of making a good channel. Obviously, he knows what the hell he's doing.
It killed me every time that
send me for my heartbreak on that piece of shit that I have that took like 3 surgeons to make it work. I mean, no one should have to go through that crap. Out of my pain and suffering, I deserve at least a 1050 and a 650.
Oh, so that's what the problem is. You don't want him to have the product because he's not pleased with it, and it makes your videos look bad. It doesn't matter. A person's going to watch multiple perspectives. The only way to get the whole story is to see what a whole bunch of people say about the product. It doesn't matter whether or not he dislikes the product. No matter how small your channel is, you are still someone's favorite channel. They can say whatever they want about the product. They are there to hear what you have to say. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing.
Small channel, like Jesse B Outdoors, you mail that shit to him.
Yeah.
Call Tac Pack and you tell him, I've sent your product to this small channel. Have a nice day. He's going to review it for you. And that's how you pass on the love and give an honest review. And then they fucking, all these little channels out there, every time you get something good and you don't want to review it, you send that shit right to a small channel and let it happen.
Jesus, man, trying to guilt him into giving away his tac packs? What are you, a socialist?
Then he's pandering, Patreon. It was 1 million subscribers. If 1% pay $1 a month, that's $10 grand a month. That's $22,000 a month he's making. And he's going, thanks to the Patreon, I'm able to buy this Taurus G2 gun here that I'm going to really just put through the trash. And gosh, it's going to be really good. And you know what? If he doesn't like you, he will trash your gun.
I'm not going to try to do an impression, but yeah, I totally agree. And then he's constantly like, we are 100% fan funded. If you look at the bottom of videos, these little yellow dots, that's every place they manually inserted a commercial. Manually. I run one at the beginning, one at the end. It's just the way I am. Not saying it's the right or the wrong way to do things, but so therefore, it's not YouTube just putting commercials on his stuff. He's manually inserting commercials. So he's not 100% fan funded. He's also paid by YouTube.
He had a pretty good channel, but he kind of got commercialized or whatever it was. He got too big.
I'm told this exact same thing happens in the music industry all the time. All the smaller stars or the people coming up in the music industry will be like, this person is too mainstream. Don't listen to them. Come to us more smaller ones. They're just too mainstream.
That's his living. That's what he does. It's not a part-time job for that guy. It's what he does. And you know what? I totally get it. I know where you're coming from, but advertising is his game. So he's not, if you were to say that to him, he'd probably make no apologies for it because that's what he does.
I totally agree. I believe you hit the nail on the head. The point is you're trying to make a job that you enjoy. Therefore, if you enjoy your job, you never work a day of your life. Also, I agree that it's overdone. But apparently it's not overdone to a big enough audience, because if it was really overdone that much, people would just stop watching his channel. I can't do it. Well, I take that back. I like the legal brief. I really do. But like the actual TGC gun reviews, stuff like that, that's actually when I found out you could double tap on the side of your phone and skip on videos. Because yeah, this is his ad placement per video. Then he has insert ads, and then he'll usually run an ad at the end of the video. But yeah, I totally get it. You know, you got to respect the guy for the hustle, the grind. whether or not you like the end product.
So you must say who it is. You have to call them out. And what that's called is buying subscribers. Now, if you want to tie it,
it's KS Gun Guy. That's something that's been buying subs left and right. I know it.
No, he doesn't do that. Now, listen, Daniel.
Apparently you don't understand how YouTube works. Okay, so right now I don't actually even know how many subscribers I got. I think I'm getting close to 17,000. If I were to buy subscribers, it would have to be an amount worth buying. Double. Now, so that would put me up to about 30,000 subscribers. Companies base what they're going to give you and stuff on your interaction. So therefore, my interaction would drop by like 100%. So if I were to buy subscribers, they would look at, okay, he's got 30,000 subscribers. He typically uploads a video, gets anywhere between, low side 400, high side 1,500 views in the first 24 hours. So that's 10% of his real subscriber count. It's super easy to tell. Now, comments and likes, that also makes a huge difference. It's crazy easy to tell when somebody buys subscribers. Nobody in their right mind would ever buy subscribers, unless, of course, they're buying subscribers to a channel they want to ruin. If somebody were to buy me 15,000 subscribers, that would put me behind by about 2 years. It would totally crush me for relatively 2 years. To say that somebody's buying subscribers that has over 1,000 subscribers, it just doesn't make sense. Under 1,000, I've seen it done. I'm not going to say the name, but I'm like 99% sure they do, because they had subscribers, they'd upload, they'd get way more views than subscribers, and then it would just stop. Then over the next year, they would get maybe 1% of the first views that they got in the first 24 hours. And that's not the way it works. And then their engagement on that amount of views, I'm seriously not going to be saying this stuff because I don't want you to try to sniff out who it is. But they'd have like 4 comments when they should have had somewhere in the ballpark of 100, 115. Because that's how engagement works. You just can't have that many people view your stuff and not even leave hate comments. It just doesn't happen that way. So to accuse KS Gun Guy of buying subscribers, and I've stalked out his channel, he's completely legit, and I know you did accuse him of it, that's where a lot of this is coming from, is just ridiculous. You're not thinking clearly. Your mind is being fogged by jealousy.
Yeah, blew up.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Subs. Okay.
Again, your channel cannot blow up by buying subs, views, likes, whatever. It doesn't work that way. You need the engagement. The only way you're going to get that engagement is real viewers. Your channel will just go right back to where it was. If I started off at 100 subscribers and I bought 1,000, my channel is only going to perform like I have 100 subscribers unless I constantly pump money into the system. It just doesn't work. And what would be the point? The little amount of money you get on YouTube for views does not cover the cost of buying subscribers, views, or likes. It's just ridiculous. And like I said, I've watched people make this mistake. They quit doing it because it's not worth it and they're not gaining anything.
I will never get out of YouTube what I put into it, literally.
So my camera died at the shop while I was recording the video, so I lost a whole bunch of my footage. It's fine because I was pretty much done with the live stream at this point anyway. Yeah, if you go there, you'll see me pop up in the comments as I was trolling, but I wasn't really engaging anymore. First things first, I don't know how they're not making money on YouTube. Like, you want to make YouTube work for you. I started off with a GoPro I paid like $300 for. I got a used laptop, which I got for free. And then I got some editing software, which I paid $100 for. I think within the first year and a half it had paid for itself. I don't mean to brag, but I drive truck. I work the gun shop and I do YouTube. YouTube views come in waves. Right now, when I'm on a wave spike, I'm making more than I am driving truck. When that wave spike is the low point, like when it goes all the way down and at the very lowest point, I'm still making more than I'm driving truck. I'm going to retire from truck driving, and then I'm just going to make videos so I can work harder for you guys. Now, the original video that I was talking about in the beginning of this video that I had linked to this live stream got taken down, so you can't see my comments there anymore. But me and one of the guys from the live stream actually got in a pretty heated argument, so I'm pretty much just going to repeat what I had in the comments. What I was telling him, because he was using, he was saying because he's honest, his channel's not being successful. I'm like, no, that's wrong. That's not how it works. You're confusing honesty for jealousy. You live in America. I mean, there's people in third world countries surviving. You live in America, the best country in the world. You have all the opportunity in the world. He's like, well, I'm a normal guy, so, you know, I'll never be a big star. I'm like, George Washington was a normal guy. Mark Zuckerberg, still a but was a normal guy. He made it big. Rocky Balboa, still a normal guy. The only thing setting limitations on you is you. If you're not chasing your... Let me just put it into perspective. If you died right now, aside from the fact of being too young, would you die going, I chased all my dreams as hard as I could, I attacked all my goals, I worked as hard as I could for as long as I could to achieve what I wanted? If you haven't, you need to change your life. You need to go after your goals, grab them, and strangle them into submission. Otherwise, you're never going to reach them. Yes, if you go after a goal and you try as hard as you possibly can and you find out that you cannot hit that goal, then you can back off of it. Otherwise, you're going to regret it. You're going to be like, well, maybe if I would have done just a little bit more or tried just a little bit harder, I could have made my goal. So if you're new on YouTube and you're like below 1,000 subscribers, don't sweat it. Just keep it cheap. Don't invest a bunch of money. Make it enjoyable. And then as it becomes more and more of an income, it will eventually become self-sustaining, and then it will turn a profit. Right now, my channel is turning a huge profit. Yeah, it's not forever. I mean, it could disappear tomorrow. But the point is it is possible for you to do it. All you have to do is want it bad enough and be willing to make the sacrifices and work hard enough to make that a possibility. But anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry about this end part being shot by my cell phone. I would have reshot it at the store, but I had no idea my camera died. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.